Hey, welcome to Tim's Workshop. Hey, today we're going to do repair on a worn U2000CL winch. Lifting capacity 2,000 pounds. Alright, has nice heavy cables. I hooked it up to my 12-volt battery down here, and I got it from my daughter's son-in-law, or my my daughter's boyfriend, and he said he got this at a abandoned work site at the company, a residential, I think it was. Anyway, they said they fired whoever, the guy, he left, and then my daughter's boyfriend and his crew came out to finish the job. And this was laying in a box outside with a bunch of other crap. And this is like new. Came in a box, just like that. Shows looks like a remote control. So yeah, you can actually get a remote control for this thing. But yeah, it has owner's manual, and even has a decal, all kinds of stuff. So I can't believe they gave up on it, but it was easy to fix. So anyway, I'll show you what I did to fix this thing. It runs, but it wouldn't engage or disengage on this knob over here. As you can see, it's freewheeling here. So what I did is over here it has a knob that you engage it and disengage it, right? And I opened it up, and there was pieces that came out of it. It was broke. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart and show you what I did to fix it. I got their Allen set screw bolts that go, two of them in the top here, and then the bottom ones take a nut on the back side, and it's kind of, on this side it's a little hard to fish it in there. You have to get the bolt in, get that up there, and then use an Allen wrench and hold it with your finger and all that stuff. So it's not that hard. It's just one of those mechanical type things that you have to do. Okay, so get the cable over on this side so it's out of the way, and then pull this off. And there's a bunch of gears on the inside of this, okay? And on the cap, see this part here that turns, okay? That rests up against this bushing that's right here, okay? And that's what keeps that bushing engaged into these gears, okay? So what happened is these pieces here, they broke off, and there's little tabs that stick out. So when you turn this, it goes up and down that ramp, which pushed this metal centerpiece up and down, right? So it would engage it down, and up would disengage it, okay? So it would freewheel. That's what this is for. It says engage. It's right side up. So this is free spool, and that's engage. And it wasn't working. So what I did is I took all this stuff out of there, right? I kept this piece in because that's what holds in the gear, okay? And then I drilled a hole right through the middle of this, right? And then I used my tap and die set. Ended up being a 3/8, which is the same thread pitch as this. Okay, so I use that and try to get it as centered as possible. And then once I threaded the plastic, right, this is plastic, not metal, and it works. Okay, get it in there. But you don't want to leave this piece in there because somebody's going to knock it off and break it and stuff. So it's no problem leaving this out, and that way the gears work like they're supposed to, and you can run it. This is reversible, by the way, so you can run it out or run it in, right, just by the knob over here. You could actually put a remote on this and do it with a remote, but that's up to my daughter's boyfriend that owns it. Well, it's his, and whether he wants to do that or not. He just wants to use it for, he's a contractor, so he just wants to use it for like hoisting up beams, you know, large beams on a residential house that, you know, that they're building. It'll help raise it up and down. So even though he has 2 or 3 people working with him, it's still a little easier to do. You don't have to work off ladders that way. Well, you do, but not for raising it up and down. So I'll show you how this works. Okay, so this gear, right, when this is engaged, I'll take all this apart here. We'll start from the beginning, okay? So we'll put that there, put this there, put this there, okay? I gotta have my gloves on here. This stuff is greasy. That's another thing I'm gonna do is re-grease this thing. It looks like they use the black bearing grease. That's what they use. I mean, it's not a high temp, high speed thing you have to worry about. It just needs to be lubed so it works properly. And that's good lube is heavy grease. Okay, so this is the pin, and it's like an Allen wrench, right? And the spring goes on it like that. There's a keeper here. There's a slot in this, and there's a slip pin that goes over that. That's what keeps the spring in place. And then inside here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a gear down there on the inside, and a spot for this to go into. There we go. See that? Kind of bounces off there. All right. Okay. See all these gears here? These gears mesh up with this this piece here. Okay. So when this is on, these gears don't go anywhere. Okay. All right. So here's the center gear, and that mates up to this. So you put that on there. Put that back in there. There we go. And then this gear goes into that. Just like that. And then this gear goes into this. And to see how this is got the Allen set here, but that much of the end of it is just round, okay? That's your disengage area right there. And this is your engage area here. So, get that back in there. See how that's got the Allen set? Okay, that's driving this gear. Okay. So when I have this out like this, and this up piece here up against this gear to keep it from backing out, and the pin won't go out. The hole in the center there is offset a little bit, enough to where this doesn't come through the hole. Okay, so I've already tried it. Doesn't seem to be an issue yet. So so that's ready to go. So when it's out like this, you can run it out, in, okay, and then when this is pushed in, that's freewheel. I can't do it by hand here, but when this is in, you can pull it and pull the cable out by hand. That's what this bolt here is going to do. Okay, so now we can put this back on. Putting it on these gears, okay. There we go. Just like that. Put a bolt up here. Take gloves off for this, because like I say, you got to get the nut up there like this. So start up here and kind of slide it down. Okay, and put this on the end of the Allen set here. Use this to get it tightened up. I'm only going to do this one and this one for now. That's all I need to do to run this, to show you what we're doing here. Okay, put it on this way so I can tighten it up. Okay. Okay, so like I say, I have it hooked up to the battery. How are we doing on time here? I don't want to go too far on this. Let's see. All right, so we're ready. The bolt's not in, okay? So I should be able to run this out. Let's see, over here it says out. And then in. Okay. Now let's put the bolt in. And just run it down until it stops by hand. Don't use a wrench. Just like that. Now, there we go. Take this back out so it doesn't get broke. I'm going to tell Twan that. I'm going to make sure the bolt's in the case so he doesn't lose it. There we go. Fixed. Yeah, the reason I did this is because I tried to look this up to order another cap and the fitting on the inside and all that. It has all this on it. And Warren, the best I could do is leave them an email, and they haven't answered it yet. And plus it says they have outlets, you know, so they make the winches, but I don't think they service them or do anything other than just making and selling stuff. And then the nearest dealer that carries winches is like a all-terrain vehicle out retail place up in Arlington, I believe, which is way up north. It's probably 40, 50 miles north of me, so I'm not about to do that. Nah. If I can order it online, great. That's the way I want to do it. And then, of course, Twan would have to pay me for it. So, all right. So there we go. It's a tool. Goes in the kit. It's all ready to go. All right. So you liked the video? Please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell, and leave me a like.